Let's go, guys. We have another game here. This time we have playing as the Malians in the color teal. It's Crackety here against his opponent playing as the Holy Roman Empire. It's Demu from Team Liquid. Welcome everybody to another Age of Empires 4 casted game. Look at what we have here. We actually have barracks coming up from the Holy Roman Empire directly into the Malian base, where he will just put some the pit mine, and he will put some houses. Gonna start torching right away. But not gonna wait for the feudal age, not gonna wait for castle age. Gonna stop the economy right away, right here, right now. It's gonna be with a single spearman. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. We're in Highview, a map that it has a lot of stealth forest. So if you take a look at the scout here, so for instance here you can see all his vision, but if you take a look at the spearman here, look at what happens when he goes into the stealth forest, which he won't actually. He has a lot of vision just like that, and as soon as he gets into the stealth forest, which I think should do it right here, managed to attack the wolf. Come on. Yes. Oh yes, one less wolf to worry about. As soon as he gets into the stealth forest, which he didn't, his vision will be like at least 50% left. Like, you cannot see anything. And it looks like he haven't scouted this area. He already found the berries, so likely for him, he will find the houses. So he's gonna start torching, go directly into the pit mine. Actually, he's not gonna worry about the houses, just directly into the pit mine. Gonna start torching that big boy here. Gonna start sending a couple more spearmen just to make sure the pit mine goes down. That's actually that's a huge economic downside for Crackety. I mean, he's just aging up. He has enough gold, but as the Malian, you want to have that race to the castle age. Obviously, the Holy Roman Empire can make it quicker if they decide to, and you can already see Demu. It's already thinking about going for the feudal age, not gathering any gold yet, just gathering enough wood just so that he can get a house. And there you go, you have the house here. There you go, another wood for the mining camp, and just enough so that he can start gathering gold. Meanwhile, Crackety is gonna want to have more gold. Gonna have the Mansa quarry, aging up with 6 villagers. As soon as he gets the Mansa quarry, he can go directly into an archer range. He can either get a javelin thrower or an archer and just deal with this, because these guys are just gonna torch everything if you don't stop them. The pit mine is just the first thing they're gonna be burning down, but the next one is gonna be the houses. Things are just not gonna get very pretty from here. Just by having 4 spearmen, you cause a lot of damage. Passive gold income just stop for Crackety, and just below the 150 gold mark where you can actually get the wheelbarrow. So no eco upgrades for him until he gets this pit mine up. Let's take a look at where is his other pit mine. Is also at the front, so the third pit mine will be at the back of the base, but very far away. Not a very good position. Not a very good position when you have these two close to each other in the front line. So very unfortunate. Demu already aging up with the Akon Chapel with 8 villagers. So I'm gonna be rushing it as well. Gonna upgrade those spearmen most likely. You know, when you upgrade them, they're actually pretty strong. Do not underestimate the power of the upgrades. They actually do way more damage. They do have more HP. They're quite decent. They are really quite decent. Archers are already coming up for Crackety, so a single archer should be able to deal with this. Let's see if he tries to take down the last house before he finishes. I think he can go for it. Let's try and see. Looks like he will micro those spearmen. They're gonna go back, and remember they have marching drills, so they're gonna go really fast. They're gonna go really fast here. They're gonna come back to the base like nothing happened. These guys will never catch them. They have 1.25 move speed, and this one have 1.38 move speed, so they're gonna be really fast on their way home. When they're gonna find the scout here, take a look. This is what I mean. With the scout, have vision. Without the scout, come on, scout, leave me alone. I need you. I need to prove a point here. Oh, this guy's not even going for the stealth forest. One day we will have the situation in this match, I guess, and you will see what I mean. It's very funny because this kind of stealth forest is not something I learned until many months after playing the game. I didn't know about stealth forest, and the way I learned is because I decided to try the campaign. One of the missions was like, oh, take a look, you have stealth forests here, use them to your advantage. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. I was already playing like 8 months maybe, and I didn't know about the stealth forest. Anyway, let's take a look at Crackety's base. Still gathering a lot of wood, thinking about getting that cattle ranch on the base, as well as another pit mine in the east side of the map. It's gonna go really far from this one. Not gonna be risking it, putting it on the middle. He may lose it. And well, scout is trying to be annoying. And man-at-arms are already in the mix, so gonna be able to take care of these archers. This one is gonna run away. Okay, there you go. Look at his vision. I said before it's 50% less vision. I think it's more like 100. You see, it makes a huge difference. It makes a really huge difference. So that's why you always have to go with the scout. There are many situations where your army cross each other and they don't really know, or you can just put a tower there and you will have a lot of vision. So you will have a really good time there. Crockety already there with a couple of archer range. Looks like he will go for some javelin throwers now. Meanwhile, Demu, he's already with the farm transition next to the Akon Chapel. You gotta love the a center economy under one landmark, pretty much like the Chinese or you know, like which other civilization can benefit from this? I think just the Chinese, right? Because they have the granaries. But the Akon Chapel just basically forces you to have all your farms in one place, and if he attack in this area, then all your food economy gets shut down immediately. I see some eco upgrades coming up for Demu. Horticulture, and well, a couple of javelin throwers will be able to scare away that single man-at-arms. Looks like Demu doesn't really want to invest so much in military, just a handful of those, and then he will be able to go castle. You can already tell from the number of villagers he has here, 11 on gold. He's not only going castle, he also wants some upgrades, and probably he's gonna get there really soon, and probably before Crackety. The Crackety is working slowly towards his cow boom. He's getting those cows here under his base, and if you don't know about it, these cows give you food per income, food per minute. So why do I see it? There you go. 75 food per minute is basically 25 for each cow. You can have up to 20 cows, so you're gonna have quite a lot of food economy. I think it's around 1,000 food a minute when you have that cow boom. So even if you don't have villagers, you will have food forever in the game as long as you have those cows. As long as you have those cows, you can pump units like crazy. And this is why it's so scary for the Malians. As soon as they reach the castle age, it looks like they are not really interested in fighting, but they are. As long as they reach the castle age, they will just push really hard. And look at Demu. Looks like it's fighting some units here. Just the spearman just able to catch those javelin throwers. And because these guys have a lot of range armor, let's take a look at this. 4 range armor for these guys. They do really good against archers. So actually spearman doing a really good job here, doing a lot of DPS, and they cannot run forever. You can hide, but you cannot run. Looks like a couple of archers will just run away. Meanwhile, Demo got enough time to get his Regnis Cathedral out here. Let's take a look at the position of these relics. It's just 3 here. And he's already going for to grab them. That's the cool thing about it. You already start with one. It looks like he created another prelate. He's creating prelates from the town center. He doesn't mind really losing villagers. He's like, just get those guys out there, get those relics as soon as possible, because we are going to Castle Age really soon, and our opponent can do nothing about it. I mean, how many locations you can be at the same time with those javelin throwers? Regnis Cathedral coming in 3, 2, 1, and just like that, Demo will be in position for grabbing one relic. It's like he will grab another one really soon. Meanwhile, Crackety already have the food to age up. Just need way more gold. He's putting more villagers here, getting those eco upgrades as well. At this point, alright, what you can do while you wait for aging up, probably try to deny those relics. Now, the prelates usually come along with no army, and if you snipe one... Oh, well, prelates, a scholar. I always forgot that. Oh, there you go. It's prelate. The scholars were for the daily sultanate. Usually, you can gain a lot of time. These are not cheap either. So it's like knights are already out there for them. I'm gonna try to pick up some units on the field while he's still trying to secure some relics. I already have 2 at home for him. We'll be sitting in a... I think at least he should get 3 out of the 5 relics, at least. But he can be in a really good position if he chooses to go deeper into the map and get all those 5 relics. Looks like Javelin Throwers actually will do quite a lot of damage to those knights. Donzo's already being called here, so he's gonna be losing those knights for now. At the same time, Crackety aging up the Grand Fulani Coral to boost all the food economy. He didn't finish the cow boom. It's like, let's just go, boys. Like, let's just go. I cannot just stay here forever. I'm just gonna put it here, and eventually we will have the cows. You don't really need to wait for all the cows to be finished. Oh, this is really nice, actually. Like the cattle ranch, some of these have models, some of them have not. They don't all look the same, which is really cool, actually. I think this is like a decoration. Anyway, them already with the 4th relic. Let's take a look at where is his prelate. Already coming back home. Nothing's gonna stop him, and looks like he's on a quest here. He's gonna grab this one. He's sending all the units there. He knows how important that is. That's like, if you have like 5 relics for you, that's like 800 gold per minute without any kind of villager mining gold. Now that's how strong Regnis Cathedral is. It's just gonna give you a lot of gold per minute. 425 just here, and you only have 3 relics. A couple more. You have almost like 800 gold per minute. That's how many villagers? Like around 20 villagers working for you passively the whole game, gathering gold. So like Crackety knows where he's going. He's already having some Musafari warriors, some javelin throwers, some Donzos, and he's gonna start pumping the production. He already have a couple of barracks, 1 stable, 2 archery range, so he's gonna be pumping a lot of units. Now let's see how Demo responds to this. I don't know if going for fast Imperial can be a safe choice here. I mean, you can get those cannon emplacements, but the Malians will have a crazy army numbers working for themselves as well, so it's kind of risky at this situation. To be honest, I'm not really sure what he's gonna... What's the best choice for him. He's getting +1 range armor, +2 range armor coming for Crackety. It's like he's retreating with his army. And looks like the relic is empty. No one's here. Prelate and not in position, so like he will start torching the gold pit mine. Prelate just running for the life. +2 range attack coming for Demu. Archers actually do a really good job against all the Malian army because they don't have armor. Like, except the javelin throwers, the Motsufari warriors, they don't come with range armor. Sofas, they have less range armor than regular knights. So, oh my god, he just upgrade them. So they're just fine. But most of the time, archers do a really good job. A really good job. Prelate, not here yet. He's actually capturing sacred sites first. I'm really interested in getting this relic. He's actually going for heavy maces and two-handed weapons, which it's quite scary. Like, I remember there is a guy on YouTube. I quite don't remember his name, but he's putting some videos about like battles with equal resources where you can check like, oh, like 10 royal knights against 20 man-at-arms, something like that with an upgrade. And it's crazy. The Holy Roman man-at-arms with the heavy maces and the two-handed weapons, they do kill 10 royal knights with royal bloodlines. The castle age. That's how good they are. And they still remain like maybe 40% of their army. They're just, you know, still alive. Still alive. With the stealth forest. Looks like Demu will keep running away. Is he macroing for going Castle Age? He's mining a lot of stone, probably thinking about getting some outposts with some emplacements there just to be safe. Maybe a keep. Meanwhile, Crackety basically suffering from success. He has 1.2k gold a minute, which he can use pretty much for anything he wants. Upgrades, units, cows, whatever they want. And looks like they will have a huge encounter here. The Malian army obviously very strong. And I have a feeling this looks really good for the Malian army. Especially with those javelin throwers just tanking all the damage from those archers. Demu is gonna lose his mass here. And probably give a room for Crackety to actually do a counter attack. And meanwhile, Demu can just, you know, train his army again. The Malians, let's take a look at how many military buildings he has. He has 9 military buildings, whereas Demu has only 8. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. The question is, does he have the food to support it? And I think he does. The Akan Chapel is doing a really great job. He already have 19 farms around it, so he's gonna be having a good time putting some farms, outposts with sprinkle emplacements around the farms just to be extra safe, and sacred sites being captured. Meanwhile, villagers here gathering the deer. Will build an outpost here. I don't think he's gonna building just in time, but there's not enough space for everyone here. It looks like they will have to run away from here and go back to eat more beef at their base. Lankenek also in the composition for them. It has actually 6 Lankenek. That's the power of gold. These guys are really expensive. Let's take a look at how much they cost. Take a look. 60 food, 100 gold. These guys are very heavy on gold. So having just 8 of those, that just means like you really have a lot of gold in the bag. Military Academy also going up for Demu. Poison arrows. Now this will start getting interesting. Crackety is getting poison arrows. And he doesn't have a huge mass of archers yet, but I suspect he will start training those in a very near future. Secret sites is gonna be the capture here. Meanwhile, another encounter here. Lankenet doing a really good job, actually. Look at the Lankenet. They're just so good at taking out those units. This guy's running. What do you do if you see a guy running with a two-hand sword here? You know exactly what these guys are doing. That's exactly what you're doing here. He's also building a keep next to the gold mine. It's having quite a lot of villagers here. Despite being in one town center, I think the Holy Roman Empire actually has a very good economy. Obviously, he got all the relics. Oh my god! That was really close. That was really close. Looks like he will get the 5th relic back home. And the keep went up, and all these villagers are just gonna go for the wood. It's a quite scary position for Crackety. Quite scary. I mean, the next goal he has is already here. Managed to take down the prelate. Meanwhile, Demu keeps pushing into Crackety's base. Still have the army numbers to defend, but looks like he's going somewhere else. I think this is not an army you can ignore. If these guys enter your base, it's gonna be a rampage here. It's like he's focusing on the pit mines for now. And looks like he has no choice but to go and counterattack, because all these villagers here are very well protected. Having a couple of outposts here, gonna have a 3rd one. The villagers that went were in wood here are now nearby this keep. Now, by the way, what's the difference between keep and castle? Like for me, like when I play Age of Empires 2, I was a kid, was castles. The name of those, but now in Age of Empires 4 they call them keeps, and I never heard that name before. But anyway, I'm already used to it, so I don't really mind. It looks like Demu is just deep dive into the Malian base. I never seen this kind of battle before. Usually it's the Malian who's usually the guy who's ultra aggressive and going into your base non-stop, but Demu has doing a really good job at keeping his opponent very busy. At the same time, he's doing the same here. He's actually killing quite a lot, but because of these outposts around here, it's just gonna be very hard for him. Looks like he's trying to put this relic in this outpost, but I don't think this is a very optimistic prelate. Very optimistic. At the same time, these guys keep pushing here, and despite being very aggressive, going deep dive into each other bases, no one has really killed a lot of villagers. Like Crackety even killed more villagers here. He just killed 11. It's like the triple. Look at the range of this. If you enter in the middle, you get attacked by 3 outposts. The cows is still alive. The cows are still alive. Meanwhile, Demu keep gathering wood from here. Have a market just to change some resources, and looks like he is going Imperial with the Palace of Swabia in a very aggressive position. It's just right next to the keep, next to his opponent's base. This is really dangerous. For one thing, you don't have access to emergency repairs. I think I don't think if this will give access to the building to get emergency repairs. But let's see. It does have emergency repairs, so in case of anything, he can always repair those very quickly. Look at that, just stealing the gold from his opponent. Nothing like stealing the Malian gold. The Malians kind of remind me of the Incas. They used to have a lot of gold. They actually were gold in the closest. Until, you know, Spanish came to America and basically make sure they got all the gold from there. The Malians are just crazy with gold here. Crazy with gold. Mangonel out there for Crackety. Meanwhile, villagers just getting killed here. He doesn't care anymore. He doesn't care. For every villager kill, you get another one for free here. And the Malian, another push into the enemy base. He's gonna start pushing. And he needs to push fast. He needs to push really fast because his opponent's already Imperial. He's gonna get upgrades. Elite man-at-arms incoming. Wolverine is already there, just to deal with that mangonel. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's somewhere out there. And he's building 3 battering rams somewhere in the map. Gonna start torching those production buildings. Meanwhile, mangonel still alive. Military numbers for the Malians still looking pretty good, but elite upgrades are coming soon for Demu. Mangonel doing a lot of damage to those archers. Meanwhile, Culverin already here. He's getting all the villagers to repair the Culverin. They still alive. These guys are repairing like there wasn't another day. And well, more units flooding into Demu's base. Hand cannoneers are already out. They're actually gonna do a lot of damage. These guys have 35 damage. So gonna be very, very tanky. And he practically taps out. Well played by these two guys. Hopefully you enjoy the match. I will put in a link in the description where you can follow them. And I'll see you in the next one.